So you pulled Ayato and you don't know how to build him. Well, I'm going to teach you. So let's start off first of all. You need to level him up. You're going to want to get him to level 70. I recommend level 70 is where you really want to stop leveling him up. So then you want to go to talents and you're going to want to level up his E skill. His E skill is where he gets his damage from. You don't even have to worry about this skill because you're never going to use it. Unless you do plunging damage at some point when you're in the overworld. That's the only time, but I just would not recommend it. So you're going to want to level up this, and then afterwards you're going to want to level up this. I say prioritize this one. I would get this one to level 9 before I even level this one up past level 6. That's just if you're not going for the crown. I don't know if this one is sort of up to you, because you do also get normal attack damage bonus. But I would definitely level up this because the multipliers are a huge part of why every character does so much damage when their talents are leveled up. And the normal attack damage bonus from this does help out a lot for some characters. So now let's get into the artifacts. So currently his best in slot set is this this Echoes of an Offering. However, is it really worth farming? That's up to you. There's not that much of a difference between this and his second best in slot, which would be, there's not that much of a difference, but there is a difference. So Ayato, you may want to just switch over to that set. Also, it depends on how lucky you get, because obviously you could always never proc it on the first go and always have to proc it on the second time or the third time. Ayato attacks so fast that if you don't get the 30% chance, then you're going up by another 20%, so it's 56. And then you have a 70% chance if you don't hit it by that one, so it's not too bad. However, if you do have the artifacts laying around, it might not be worth it for you. Also, if you don't have this set, you could also always use Gladiators. Works completely fine for Ayato. He does less damage on this set. This is the third best in slot set you could have on him. But the 35% normal attack damage bonus does help Ayato out. And yeah, you would definitely want to, if you do have this and you want to be a lazy Ayato main, then, you know, you can get it. And you can just use this, because I know you probably, if you're a long time player, you probably have some good gladiators, at least some good gladiators, just from doing the weekly bosses, and then also farming for characters. You want the Echo set, you want the Hearts of Death, and you want gladiators. Currently, obviously, this is going to be his best in slot weapon, the 5-star weapon. If you have it, use it on him. Just in case you're a new player and you don't know this, every single time a character comes out, there is a weapon that comes out with them, which is typically their best in slot. Actually, it's almost always their best in slot, except for Albedo, I think. This weapon is the best in slot for Ayato, so if you do have it, it's very good. Even just looking at it here, this is great for like Kaching and other characters like that. So yes, Ayato's best in slot being this one. However, this one, the Mistsplitter's Reforged, will sort of do more damage. It just comes at a lower cost or a lower crit rate, which I do not find worth it, so I would consider this sword as a best in slot for Ayato, this being the runner-up. And to give an honorable mention, the Primordial Jade Cutter. A lot of people thought that you know, this Primordial Jade Cutter would be absolutely amazing on Ayato. It's good. It does give him a lot of crit rate, like a lot. So if you want higher crit rate, then yeah, the sword looks better. But I find around like 70% crit rate, you're gonna be fine. Nothing's really gonna, you're not going to see yourself crit too, or not crit too often. And that's about it for the 5-star swords that are really good with them, or like really good, as in they're better. And none of these swords really are amazing with them, especially Freedom Sworn. That's just a completely different game. I would say the best one out of all of these would be Skyward Blade. If you really do not have a sword for him, Skyward Blade would be fine. But going into 4-star swords, however, sadly, there's not a lot of weapons for swords that are actually good. So you're only left with the Black Sword and the Blackcliff Longsword. It really just comes down to, do you have the Battle Pass or not? If you have the Battle Pass, the Blackcliff Swords or the Black Sword is going to be better. None of these other swords really have any value, I would say, like any superior value. 3 that I think would actually be decent on him, not like super good, but they're decent, you know, would be the Flute, Prototype Rancor, and Festering Desire for the energy recharge. This this sword I'm not too big of a fan of. Maybe you could use it. I just don't think that 6 energy when it's passive is worth it. But it does give you attack percent, so I'm probably gonna be better than Festering Desire. And I want to preface this: Ayato will not get elemental skill damage on his hits. That's not considered elemental damage or elemental skill damage. That's considered normal attack damage. So when he's swiping at everybody, it's not actually doing elemental damage or elemental skill damage. It's doing normal attack damage. So this Festering Desire, its passive is basically nothing. The only reason I say that it might be good is its energy recharge. So yeah, that's it. You might have better time using this. There is not a lot of things. I mean, depending on your build, you might need Royal Longsword. There's no real crazy swords for Ayato. It's not like Snowtune Star Silver for Eula. So, and also this fish. We do definitely need another free-to-play sword because Festering Desire, well, yes, it's good. It's very niche. Like, the reason I say it's niche is because most characters aren't doing elemental skill damage. Like, it's just not a thing. Like, there's no sword user that, like, relies on their elemental skill damage, I think, except Albedo or something. And even that's just, like, he has a better weapon in a 3-star, so. Not too good. Actually, no, he has a better weapon, which is this one, which was designed for Albedo. Like, we have 2 swords that were practically designed for Albedo. This one, not really. This one's more general use, but it's not that good. So you're really looking at just Blackcliff longsword and black sword, and the flute is it's an option. I would say it's an option, not a good option, but it's an option. Also, Favonius sword. I would say Favonius sword above Festering Desire. Favonius sword fulfills the same role as Festering Desire, but I would go Festering Desire because of the higher base attack. I would say Black Sword for 4 stars is his best in slot. The Blackcliff Longsword, you're going to deal with some low crit rate there, but, you know, you can substitute that. That is his second best in slots, and, yeah, the other options just really are not that good. Yeah, if you found this video informative, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.